Okay, recently I just ordered the reissue of the Wilson 8802 putter. Directly from Wilson. This is their website. And it just arrived today. And today is, what is today? October 15th? October 15th. 2016. So let me put the camera on the tripod and I will take it out of the box. So I've already cut the tape off. That's what it looks like coming out of the box. Nice looking head cover. Through my screen right now, it looks like the cover is more, it's got more purple and pink in it, but it's really red. It's just Wilson red, and this is, stitching's really nice here. It's gold. It's really nice. And got some Velcro in here, and there is, okay, so here was my, if you look at the picture, this is what I was wondering. First of all, okay, so it says milled on the side right here and not on the back. Right here, the way the putter is meets the shaft, that's really nice. They've been doing that for a long time. But in some of the pictures you'll see they have the milled, in where it says milled here, they have that engraved on the back, and this is not the way it is. The rest of it, except, okay, so the face is milled. It's got this plastic on here. I'll take that off in a minute. It's chromed on the bottom. It ends right here, and it ends right here, the chrome, and it's got the speed shaft grooves, the tapers right here, and there it's a 35-inch putter. The light's too bright, but here is the Wilson heads, I mean, not speed shaft, it's called the head speed shaft. And that's what this fluted fluted taper part is all about. Everybody said that the thing that made these putters, because after Wilson introduced this, other companies copied it, and people said the original was much better, and they attributed to the feel of this putter to this shaft, the head speed shaft, which is characterized by this fluted tempered section, which is probably about, between my two thumbs here, it's probably about 2 inches long, where it's just a regular shaft, and it goes into the head here, it gets a little bit narrow where the label is, stays narrow, it's got these fluted grooves, and then it gets telescopes up here, but there's only one, no, that's the label, and this is, you can hardly see it, but it says true temper, finest quality. I've already looked at it closely through the light. It's not a sticker, it's painted on, or put on there with some special ink, and that goes around the whole shaft here if you spin it. Anyway, here's the head speed sticker, that True Temper head speed, Wilson staff, that resembles, it's probably maybe even identical, but I thought those were had some green in the color. But anyway, there it is. There's the sticker that everybody looks for on the old models. Even though you don't really need to, you just, I guess for authenticity's sake, people want that on there. I mean, all you have to really do is look for the fluted shaft. I don't know if anybody reproduced, there were any knockoffs since the 60s of this 2-inch fluted section. But anyway, there's the sticker, and then up here it says Made in USA, this little sticker right under the grip. That's because right here it says shaft made in USA, head made in China, and assembled in China. And here's the barcode, and I guess this is the serial number of this putter. I'm not sure about that. Might just be the item number. It's WGW802035. Who knows? I'll have to research that. And then this grip's very nice. It looks like it was it says 3-gen lambkin. It's a 3rd generation lambkin. I don't know if that just means putter grip or the 3rd generation type of rubber they use or whatever, but it's not it looks like it was made in 2 sections in a mold. I don't know, but it has there's some bizarre, you can see this, the way the cap is put on here, looks like the cap was put on later and the stuff was sanded down. And I don't know if I'll be able to show this on camera, but right here on the front flat part, it looks like there's some sanding marks. It doesn't look like it came out, I mean, it looks like it came out of a mold, but then it looks like it was hand finished on some sort of sanding wheel, because there are a few imperfections in the sense that it looks like it was it's a beautiful grip, but there's some, I mean, you can see this mark right here, this line, the line where the cap looks like it was put on separately and then sanded. This same mark is over here, right? This bizarre thing, there's a line down here and then it sort of bubbles out. This all looks like it was sanded, but it's very sharp here, the rubber, it's nice. I mean, it's a beautiful feel. They call this the pistol grip, and because of how it comes up here and then bends and flares out, as if it were this is the pistol, the grip part of the pistol grip. Anyway, it just has a slight bend, and then it gets wider up here, narrower down here. It's really beautifully feeling. Again, it's very red, even though on my screen right now it looks somewhat pink or purplish. But here's the part that I was wondering about. If I can get this plastic off. It's just a plastic letter opener. Yeah, so the chrome, the finishing off of the sole here, you know, beautiful. Gold, black paint. Gold paint for the letters, black paint for the Wilson staff. Chrome, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chrome job, okay. Here's the part. Face is milled. You know, beautifully done. Beautiful paintwork for the logo there. However, these are the two things, sort of exceptions I have with this putter I received versus the pictures I've seen online. The fact that this, and this is indented here, this where it says milled and painted. The fact that it's not on the back sort of bothers me, even though you won't be able to see it when you're putting. But it would have been nicer if they I don't know if they made a few different versions of this or what, but I wish that it said milled on the back of the putter rather than the side. And most importantly, the pictures on the website, and I'll show that in a second. Again, this camera is very good, so you'll probably be able to pick this up. There's milled grooving right here. Right, these lines. They're very small, but you know, they go from here to here, and from the top, this top line, the top is smooth, but from this top line all the way down the back of this, the back of the head here, are these milled groove lines. And it looks like they're very small up here, then where it comes down to bend, they get wider. I don't know why that is, and then down here they're very, very narrow too. I'm sure some people would like this look, and it's not bad, you know, it's okay, it is what it is. However, if we look on the website, anything else in this? No. Also, I also read with this head cover, some people, now when they first reissued this in, I guess, 2014 or 15, I'm not sure if they put Velcro in here. I can't imagine they wouldn't have, but some people were complaining that the head cover would pop off because who knows what, but I don't know, see how that's possible. You know, I guess it was in their bag with this Velcro here. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so let's get back to the picture on the website. Now, I looked at a lot of pictures before I bought this putter online. And as I said, well, first of all, right here. Here's Wilson's own website, and there's the back of the putter, and it says milled right on the back, not on the side. So now, again, I don't know how well these pictures from their website will be able to be reproduced by this camera, but we're going to see. Okay, and you can see, okay, good, wait. Do this. Okay, so it says milled on the back. Right there. Great. Now look how smooth the finish of the putter is in this picture. It's super smooth. Right? So it's probably been messed with, the picture in Photoshop or something, to make it look that way. And right here, it doesn't even look like there's any in this picture. It doesn't even look like the head is separate from the shaft. The way this is, it goes from chrome, the shaft goes from chrome to a matte finish, but it looks like it's totally integrated in that it looks, in the picture, it looks like it's made out of one piece of steel. Now everybody knows that's not how golf clubs are made, because you can change shafts, etc. However, the grip picture is perfect. It's all these, you know, there are no seams or anything where the cap meets the grip, and there are no side seams here. These pictures have been messed with in Photoshop or some other program, you know, to make it look like it's just perfectly manufactured. Well, here's my problem. Here's my issue. Here's the back of the putter, right? Here's the back of the putter. Obviously, it doesn't say milled here because it just doesn't say milled there. It's on the back in these pictures. But look how, there are no grooves. There are no grooves on the side of this going, no horizontal grooves right here. It's just all one matte finish. And this is all the sharp edge where it's been milled and manufactured doesn't exist. It's all been rounded off and smoothed off in this picture. So there, and then this right here too. This top line has been in the picture. It's been smoothed out and rounded over. And again, look how it's smoothed out and rounded over. There are no horizontal grooves. It's just this matte finish. So Wilson is misrepresenting what this putter really looks like in reality versus the pictures online. And now sure, the it's beautifully manufactured. You know, you heard what I said about it, my opinion. But I think that's, you know, it's really disingenuous of them to Photoshop these pictures and make the putter look one way, and then when the putter shows up at the buyer's house and the buyer opens the box and inspects it, it doesn't look that way at all. So, you know, I know they're photographs versus reality, but photographs in a case like this are supposed to represent reality as best as possible, not be doctored with. They could easily, if we go online and go to Google Images and put in Wilson 88, this is 8862, 8802, and go to Images. Okay, here from Golf-A-Lot. Here are the pictures they took of the putter. Now in these pictures, this is how the putter shows up, right? It says milled right here, just like I showed you, and it's got these horizontal grooves. So I was assuming that this is how the putter really looks, and it doesn't look the way it looks on Wilson's website. So I wanted a copy of this putter because I like to collect putters, but I was also curious to see how different it would look in person versus the photographs on Wilson's on Wilson's website, right? So here's that, and here's that. This is reality, and these are marketing pictures. Now personally, I would much rather prefer the putter look like this having this line, this bottom line, you know, rounded off and smooth, no horizontal lines. This part of the putter right here, back by the hosel, this be all smoothed out, just like it is in this picture. This is the, you know, obviously I've said I'd rather have the milled word be on the back of the shaft, back of the head, the hosel right here, whatever you call this, part of the putter to the head. This is the way I would prefer it look. And it would be great if the grip looked like this too, with no seam lines or anything like that. You know, perfectly molded. I mean, I don't know how you take it out of a mold without having seams. So I know it's a stretch. However, just beware. Pictures from the manufacturer, any manufacturer, and we all know this. I'm just using this as an example to sort of drive home this putter is a perfect opportunity to show how companies misrepresent their products, you know, albeit in a very small ways, but it's still a misrepresentation. And that's why it's so great to have Google Images. You can go out there and see, you know, really see what other people say. And anyway, that's to be honest with you, the reason I thought the putter was going to look like it does in Wilson's pictures on their website is because, you know, there are pictures like this where people have these things. Now here's a picture from the Putter Lounge. And I don't know of an 8802. I don't know if this putter was the way it looked. Obviously it's got a chromed head. The whole thing's been chromed. Now a lot of people take these old putters and they restore them, have them restored, and they take a putter that had, or any other club that had a matte finish head, not a non-glossy head, and they have them chromed. And this putter, 802 putter, I don't know what year this was made, but this putter has this rounded bottom section right here. This top line of this, the back of the head here, where my cursor is, this is rounded. Now again, I don't know if this is a manufacturer picture or this is a picture of an actual putter that somebody had remade, and this is all smooth back here. It's all been smoothed off and rounded and then chromed, and it looks fantastic. So looking at a bunch of pictures like this one, I thought that maybe Wilson was producing a putter Let's look at this. Anyway, go look for yourself. Go to Google Images and look for yourself at all the, now keep in mind, they've been making this putter since 1960, I think, maybe before that, but I'm pretty sure Arnold Palmer started using it, and I don't know who else. And here's one. That when he started, it says designed by Arnold Palmer. Well, you'll see 8802 putters out there that say, there's another guy that they say, I forget his name, Mandela or something like that, or Mandela. I mean, you know, it's metal. You can score it, groove it. You can do whatever you want to it, and have all sorts of engravings on it. But there are a couple different versions since 1960 of this putter. And here's a picture. The 8813, I believe, has the line on top, like in this putter right here. The 8813, I think, has the line where you can line up your ball in the center of the putter face. But here's a picture of a few different models of this 8802 style putter. designed by Arnold Palmer. No, nothing on the bottom. You know, the different 8813. If you're interested in these putters, do some research and you'll see. Here's a real old picture of an 8802. Oh, here is, what's this one? Custom Grind Special 8802. Now here's a putter from Golf Works, and again, smooth top line back here, smooth. This part's been smoothed out. So I just started collecting these 8802 putters. I have a few coming in the mail, so maybe I'll do a follow-up video and show you. All right, another picture from Golf Works, and this putter. Now this says it's a, you know, the title here is Byron Putters Thread, but I don't know. I'm assuming this is an 8802 putter. Again, the finish work, it's finished off, you know, nicer, in a nicer way than the modern one that they're reissuing. But again, my opinion, other people probably, some people like the horizontal lines and the way it's finished off. If it were me, and here, this is a classic. Here we go. Here's some guy, classics for sale, right? Here's some guy, and again, smoothed off back here. This top line is smoothed off right here. It's all smoothed, and it looks like this was chromed. And this looks to be the 8802. What else? Here's somebody else's. This looks like it's a picture in the rain, so it's probably somebody's own putter. Not a manufacturing or a company picture of it. So there you go. I know, a long-winded video, but another one. Smooth back here, top line smooth, no horizontal lines. 34-inch. So there you go. Just go to Wilson 8802 on Google Images and you will see what I'm showing you right now. But there it is. There's the unboxing of, I think it's also called, because it's the Centennial, Wilson Centennial, look that up too. Doesn't say anything here in their description, but I think they started and became a company, if you look up Wilson's history, in, let's see, Wilson. History, let's see if this comes up. Wilson Company. Wilson history, Wilson, 100-year timeline. So here it is, 100 years strong, since 1914. So they must have reissued these putters in 1914, and I think they did a redesign, or they started making their Wilson staff irons again in 2014 to commemorate their company's history starting in 2014. Since 2014, Wilson has shared more winning moments than any other company in sports. More majors in golf and tennis, more Super Bowls, more Final Fours, etc. So you can read about Wilson's history, but it is, the 100th anniversary was in 2016. So there you go. There is the new reissue of the Wilson Staff 8802 putter. And I hope this helps anybody who has any confusion about these pictures versus the reality of what this thing looks like. Too bad, so sad that Wilson didn't make it look. It doesn't look like this in reality. Too bad. Too bad for me. But I'm sure not too bad for everyone.